Hannah, are you ready to confess?
Yes.
What's your business name?
Hanomaly Photography.
What do you do and how did you get into it?
So I'm a portrait and wedding photographer. I've been doing it 9 years yesterday,
Wow.
actually. And before that, I did it for like 6 years for free
Oh, I love
because
that.
that was a good time. And then my friends gave me an ultimatum and were like, you should start charging or just stop. So I was like, that felt like a threat, but it worked.
Yeah.
And here we are. So, yeah, I specialize mostly in weddings and couples. I do families, but very documentary, very I'm constantly striving to get more and more removed
Okay.
from my subject. I like to describe my style as being in your shower. Like that's how it should feel. Like it should feel like she shouldn't be there, but she is there, but she's allowed to be there. But like, how did she get there? Like, I want that level of like,
Yeah.
I like to like look through windows. Like it's
Oh,
very
yeah.
like consensual stalking vibes and the people love it. So I love it too. So
Yes.
I'm like, how creepy can this feel in such a good way that you want more of it? So yeah, that's me.
I have to say, going off of that, my favorite photo, like I love Christmas time. Obviously, I already have my stuff up.
It is Christmas already.
But I had the tree here last year, and I had my husband take a photo of my baby and I through the window.
Mhm.
It is my favorite photo.
Yeah, because it just feels like you. I say that a lot. I say, I don't want it to feel real. I want it to be real. And so the more removed I can be and you don't know that I'm there.
Yeah.
Which at weddings is one of the reasons I love weddings so much is because at some point you just forget I exist. And I didn't think that would be my favorite thing in the world growing up. But like, I love when people like forget that I exist because I can do my best work. Like, let me do my thing. You do your thing. Enjoy the things. And I'll do my thing. So
I love it.
yeah.
I think that that's because I feel like most of the time people just feel awkward in front of the camera, so then like the camera or the photos then feel awkward, and then it's just a whole thing. So
I tell people breathe constantly. They're like, I am. I'm like, I don't actually think you are. I think like your shoulders are in your ears, and I think you should probably exhale because I'm not breathing because I'm watching you not breathe, and I have sympathy breathing, and we're both gonna pass out. So stop.
Yes.
Do that. Thanks. So,
good.
no, I feel it.
Kind of getting into the industry tea. What's a wedding trend you wish it would disappear?
I don't know if it's that might not, it's not really a trend. It's just, it's not even bad. I just wish it was done different. I was gonna say family photos, but it's not quite a trend. It's just like I think that there's so many more beautiful and non-chaotic ways to do family photos, and I hope that becomes a trend. Maybe like I've seen certain things with it, but besides that,
Specifically,
yeah, with family or
like what makes them chaotic?
There's a lot of people with a lot of feelings, with a lot of emotions, with a lot of opinions, and only 2 of them matter. Not that,
okay, so you're talking about on a wedding day specifically.
yes.
Okay, yeah.
No, like I love family sessions as far as that goes because I can make, yeah, that's different. But family photos at weddings, it's just can get rough because when you have that many adults with that many opinions, it's a lot. And then I would just watch my couples just like melt, and I'm like, it's almost like we had that conversation before your wedding that you were gonna melt. So like let's I try and diffuse the chaos as much as possible, and I'm very who I am as a person during family photos, and it helps things move along. But trend wise, I just don't get the horizontal thing. Like I just don't get it.
Like
I
the
want to
cricket
get it,
photos?
and like even when it accidentally happens, I just like I can't with it. Like there's so many different, like I love a blur, but I just can't. I don't judge people for doing it. I just there's a that, but I do mean that because I was saying to someone the other day, like there's some photographers I love their style. It's just not, and I would never do it.
Yeah.
Like I would try and edit that way or shoot that way, and I'm like, "This is so not who I am." And
Mhm.
so I think you can think something is beautiful and also not want to do it yourself. So yeah, just wanted to say that.
Yes.
Not that they're bad for doing it. I can't function
Well,
with a horizon line like that.
and my biggest thing is, like, what if you, like, frame it? Like, how do you
Yeah,
frame it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. And just
What's a pricing line that you think the industry is normalized?
a pricing lie?
Mhm.
Um, I don't know if it's a lie as much as people don't photographers, I don't think always know how to price themselves, and so they're just like, "Well, that person prices this way, so I should," or,
Mhm.
"This is my town, and this is what people charge, and so this is what I should," or, um, when I sit down with coaching clients, like photographers, especially brand new ones, I'll say to them, like, "We can skip the, like, $40 and a high five for your wedding for 12 hours thing, like, we can skip that part of things, like, we don't have to, like, play that game because like, you don't have to undervalue yourself, and you also
Mm.
don't have to value yourself, and also, it's okay to not do a wedding if you're not ready,
Mm.
and I don't think you have to do weddings to book weddings, like, you can second shoot, you can do those things,
Mhm.
but I also think, balancing out like, okay, I'm not gonna do 8 hours for $1,500, but I'll do 5.
Mm.
I mean, I wouldn't, but, like, in that kind of a scenario, it's like you can keep the financials aligned with the client if you wanna take it on, but also not undervalue yourself time-wise, and I
Mm.
think that there's a balance, and so I don't know if that at all answered the
Mm.
question,
I think so.
but I think it's more I I don't think people know why they're pricing themselves that way. So I don't think it's a lie. I think it's just ignorance.
Mm.
And they only know what they know. And so they're going to do what they do. And
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad intent or like, and yeah,
Yeah.
that's kind of where I'd at with that.
I think so too. Especially like for me, my background is photography.
Mm,
And starting out I was like, I have no idea what to do, like as far as pricing.
mhm.
And so then you just kind of feel like you just throw some numbers up and see what sticks. But I feel like photography is like almost too easy to get into that that's what most people do. And then if most people are doing it, then that sets the tone for like
Yeah.
the area's pricing.
Yeah. And I just think that there's so many other factors that go into it. And I've had people ask me, they're like, what should I price myself at? I was like, that is so beyond a different conversation and a much longer conversation because it's not cut and dry and it's a lot of things,
Hmm.
so
Well, it's like, are you running your business legitimately? Like, do you have insurance? Like, all of these things. And especially as a wedding photographer, like, you need insurance in order to shoot at venues. So,
I actually was talking to someone about that when it came to the nominations and stuff, and I was like, "I'm so glad that she asked," because I like, for
mm,
to make sure people were legit because it weeds out a lot,
yeah.
and I tell coaching clients that, I'm like, "By you being legit and doing the things that you should be doing from day one, like, you wouldn't open a coffee stand
Mm,
with, like, a styrofoam cup and, like, instant coffee Folgers tin can. Like, you
yeah.
wouldn't. You would do everything for that, and then you wouldn't be like, "Here's 25 cents for a cup of coffee." No, you wouldn't, and no one would expect that of you. They'd
Mm,
pay you $5 for a latte because you said it was $5, and
yeah.
so that is, like, one of my just in general pet peeves because I pushed that stuff aside for so long
Mm,
in my business because it was so overwhelming to me that
mm-hmm.
once I finally did, not only did it give me better capacity to be more creative, but I also
Well, like,
like, so anxious that I'm like,
yeah.
"The IRS is actually gonna, like, break into my house today." And I just wish people would just great, you have a camera,
Hmm.
do it the right way.
Yeah.
It's gonna save you time, save you money, make you more creative, I
Yeah.
promise, faster.
Well, and I think like a DBA is like 20 bucks and literally so
And an
easy.
LLC is $100.
Yes, exactly, and I think that at least Idaho makes it super easy to file your LLC.
Yeah,
You
super.
look online and it feels very overwhelming, but once I sat down and I did it, it was literally click here, sign here, you're done, and it
Yeah,
has all the papers there, and I don't think a lot of people know that because all of
it's
these
overwhelming.
well, and people online sell courses,
Yeah.
and or, like, they're like, "Oh, I'll just do it for you," but it's literally, at least in Idaho, it's so
It's so
easy.
easy. I in my coaching, it's called this section called Begin Better, and I made a PDF that was very ADHD coded. Is that like the
Yes.
term that people say?
Yes.
I don't know. Coded. It's ADHD coded. I'm like, I understand this, which means you can. Like, I was on the phone. I'm like, there's a section for EINs.
Mm,
And I'm
yeah.
like, this is literally what I talked to the lady on the phone. The blue box. Okay. Put this, put that, do this, skip that. You don't need to, like, that's how I talk in it because I'm like, this is so simple.
Yeah.
Like, you should be able to start your business, open a bank account, get your LLC, do all that stuff in like an hour or less.
Yes.
It really isn't hard. And it took me like 4 years of 9 years. And yeah, I hit 2020, went into lockdown, and I was like, "I don't know what's happening, but I can't come out of this not better than when it started."
Mm.
And I was trying to get pregnant with my oldest, and I did. But I was like, "I don't know what's going on here." And this is probably the absolute worst time to get mentorship, but I spent like 3 grand
Mm.
during like for 6 weeks of coaching. I'm like, "Help me run my business."
Yeah.
Because I had made like 19 grand in 2019. And that was, like, the first time I'd ever, like, actually known what I had made, and I was like, "This is I'm getting really wealthy." And I actually don't think I can just be on Venmo
Mm.
trying to add this up anymore, and I literally counted up all my Venmo things and did my taxes. I didn't know that if there was a threshold to do taxes, and so I just hadn't.
Mm.
But I hadn't made much of anything those first 2 years anyway, but it just pains me when people just like I tell my coaching clients, I'm like, do not accept money until you have a contract, until you feel comfortable enough to hand someone a contract, to take their money. Like,
Mm.
it's not like a talent thing, like a skill thing. Like, oh, you're not good enough, so you shouldn't be able. It's like, trust me, I look back at 2016 and I'm like, I don't know how y'all paid me then and are still paying me now. Like, thank you. Like, this is crazy. But like, I wish that I knew. I just didn't know what I didn't know. And I people get really excited and they're like, "Well, I'm not good enough, so I'm not ready to do all the business stuff yet." I'm like, then don't collect money. Do
Yeah.
what you want to do. Don't do it for 6 years for free. That's dumb. That I wouldn't advise. But like, no.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I her and I were talking about that, another photographer, and I was just like, "Good. Good." And she was one of my coaching clients too, and I was like, "Good thing. Good thing that you took it. Did you?
Mhm.
Good thing that we talked because nope,
Yes.
Handy don't play that." So that's when I like my battle cries in life is like, just do the business.
Yeah.
Like if you lose $25 or
Mhm.
you lose $104 because $100 plus a $3 processing fee plus $1 for something I don't know, but
Yes.
whatever, it's $104. Like you're good.
Mhm.
Put aside money for taxes. Just do the things.
Mhm. Yeah. It'll be a lot easier and, like you said, a lot less mentally taxing if you
Mhm.
just do it in the beginning.
Yeah,
Because
and I think it stunts your creativity
Mhm.
because you're so scared to be too good, then you have to, like, worry about the tax thing, you have to worry about all those things, and so you stunt your growth by being like, "I don't like the business stuff 'cause I wanna be creative," but then you spend so much time being creative that you don't do the business stuff and that you don't get to be creative.
Mhm. Yeah. I agree.
Circle of life.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's a misconception brides have about photography that costs them time, money, or results?
I think the lack of value for value,
Mm.
if that's English.
Yeah.
Um, I think that pricing is only part of the equation, and somebody can be within your price range and it not be aligned and it not have the value.
Mm.
And that's been like a big thing for me taking on people, especially starting this year. My word of the year was alignment. And I'm like, I have noticed so much more how out of alignment certain inquiries were. And it's okay. Like it's okay to say no. You don't have to say yes. And so I just think in and I ask a lot of questions in my inquiry form for that reason. I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't wanna just send you a pricing guide, and I promise, like, if you give me your budget, I'm not just gonna, like, change my pricing guide to, like, swindle you.
Mm,
Like, and I wish that there was more emphasis on value that they want. Like, what do you want out of your day?
mhm,
And, like, how many hours do you want? Because if you just look at pricing, it doesn't answer the question
yeah,
necessarily. And so, again, I don't know if that's, like, a misconception, but kind of. Like,
yeah,
I just think when you see it on a paper or on a PDF or whatever, on a honeybook, that it doesn't tell the whole story. And
mhm,
so, I'm like, if you decide to skedaddle on out of this conversation because you think we're talking too much, trust me, this is not me talking enough. There's way more of me to go around in this process with you. So, yeah, I'm like, I story tell, and
mm,
I can try and tell your story even not knowing you, but imagine how much better I can tell it when I do know you
yeah,
and connect with you and you connect with me and both of you connect. And
yeah,
so, yeah, I think that answers your question,
yeah,
but value all day long.
yeah. Well, and I think that most people just, like, I understand that everybody has a budget, like a number is a number, and I understand that you wanna stick within that, but also, like, at what cost?
Mhm,
And, like, you also get what you pay for.
mhm.
This is kind of getting into, like, the confession side of
Okay.
things. Tell me about a moment you knew a wedding was about to go off the rails,
Oof. Um,
or if you
which
just have
which
any.
one? Just kidding. Um, I just I I don't know if it's the wedding, maybe it's just, like, the marriage.
Mm,
Maybe it's just the marriage because there's definitely been some grooms that are just so miserable, and it just makes me sad. I'm
mhm,
like, "This is your wedding day."
yeah,
And you might be uncomfortable, you might be embarrassed, like, you don't wanna be around a lot of people, but this is actually ruining the day for them. Like, so just move past it. And so, I'm trying to think if there's, like, any specific I mean, I'm sure there is, but I also, like, don't play that,
mm,
fill in the blank. And so I try and, like, relieve a lot of that the best that I can.
yeah,
Um, I mean, there's always weather stuff and
oh, yeah,
personality stuff. There was a bridesmaid a couple years ago that called me a very not nice word. Not to my face, but to my second shooter, and then kind of to my face. Um, it was crazy, and, uh, I don't know if we'll talk about this at any other point during this, but at the time, nobody really knew, but I was pregnant. I was, like, 12 weeks pregnant, and I had just done my first chemo treatment,
mm,
and I was about to shave my head, like, the next day after this wedding, and I was like, "I could ruin your whole day
yeah,
right now, but I won't because 'cause
yeah,
I'm not what you called me."
yeah,
I'm like, "I could literally end your joy, but
yeah,
I won't because I'm better than that, I'm better than you." But it was just, like, the whole energy. It wasn't just this bridesmaid either, it was, like, so many other people in the wedding, and
mm,
I was just like, "This is I just wanna go. I
yeah,
just wanna go." Or I had a venue owner that put it in their contract that they can take pictures, like, they're also a photographer, and so the client signs theirs even though in the one that they signed for me says they cannot.
yeah,
And so I had a, venue owner, like, in the audience, like, in the guests, like, crawling through with the guests, and she's in my photos, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
yeah,
So that was probably but didn't ruin the wedding because 'cause I'm a professional.
yeah,
Yeah. I don't know, just more just, like, annoying things that I just have to, like, "Okay."
yeah.
I just have to
How
cry
did
inside and move
the
on.
couple, like, did they say anything about.
No, because they didn't super notice, but I did,
Oh,
and it's always that hardship of, like, it doesn't matter what happens on a wedding day. There's, like there obviously is reality and excuses, but at the end of the day, like, I know that all these things happen and you know all these things happen,
Mm,
but, like, I still have to be
perfect.
perfect.
Yeah.
Like, and that's rough, and so that has definitely, like, had days of certain things that bled into, like, the editing process where I'm like, "This is the worst. Why are people I'm the worst. Nobody wants me." Like, and I just spiral out.
Mm.
But then I'm like, "No." It literally was, like, bright sun, and then it was torrential downpour, and we were, like, under a bunch of trees, and now it's dark, and I can't make it be light.
Yeah.
They're not even mad, but, like, I
Mhm.
want to be better than that, so, yeah.
The roller coaster
Mm.
of entrepreneurship.
Yes. Yes.
What's the wildest request you've ever gotten that you actually said yes to?
Like, at a wedding?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I got asked to do a wedding, like, the day before
Oh my gosh.
this year because another photographer, like, it fell
Oh.
through, and so the day before, she's like, "Hey, can you do this?" It was, like, more of an elopement, but with
Mm,
family, it was, like so it was a micro wedding,
mm.
and, I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm just chaotic, and so, like, actual chaos is doesn't seem as chaotic, so I don't know what I would have said yes to that
Did you say yes to the day before?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. I was like, you know what? Alignment, it's fine. I'll take $1,500."
Oh, yeah.
It was like an hour and a half,
Oh.
and I was like, "Listen, I got things to pay for. I got 3 kids.
Yeah.
Whatever. I wasn't doing anything tomorrow." So, but ended up, yeah, working out really well, and,
Why
um,
did the other photographer like, what fell
I think
through?
there was, like, a timing issue with them. Yeah, like, they said something about sunset, like, they wanted it at sunset, and so for some reason, they didn't both of them didn't realize when sunset was or something, and so she like, the bride just was like, "I just can't." And then I was like, "Okay, well, I can." And but I also told that photographer because they asked me if I was available, and I was like, "Well, I would do an hour and a half, like, I wouldn't do an hour.
Yeah.
I don't think that makes sense." And she's like, "I tried." And I was like so then when I reached out when we talked, I was like, "Hour and a half." And she's like, "'Kay." I'm like, "Perfect." Like, and I think that comes down to, like, that the value part of it and, like,
Mm,
explaining why. I'm like, "Just so you know, we're gonna get, like, the ceremony and photos of you guys. That's pretty much it. So if
mhm,
you have your family there, like, if you want that at all, I just wouldn't risk trying to cram it into an hour. That sounds so miserable for you." And
yeah.
so she was like, "Right."
I know,
I was
cause
like, "Okay."
what's another, like, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just think, yeah. You gotta explain that stuff to people sometimes. Like, I'm
Mm,
big on education, like, for educate like, for creatives, but, like, especially for clients. Like,
mhm.
I had a bride that I love, and it's just so funny because I tell this all the time when it comes to light because she's like, "Yeah, we wanna do our first dance after our sunset photos," and I was like, "Okay." So, just like, the sun sets. So here's the sun.
Mm,
It sets. So we have no more sun after that. If you're okay with that, cool. But like I'll cover all my bases and give you all the information and then you can make the decision. So if you understand what your pictures are going to look like, you're good with that. I can do anything anywhere.
mm,
Doesn't mean it will align with what you think it's going to be. Like this area that I sent you is July at sunset. It's December at noon. Like they're not going to look the same.
yeah.
Like, my work will be consistent, but
Mhm.
yeah. So, I
I
don't
think
know, maybe I just don't give a whole lot of room to, like I kinda educate along the way so that I don't have to be in a situation where I'm having to be in that. I mean, it's been a lot of years, so I'm sure that I have, but
yeah. But I am the same way, like, I would much rather, like, over communicate and, like, have you have all the
mhm,
information and send you way too many emails, and that rather than be like, "Well, I had no idea," and I'm
yeah,
like
Yeah. Well, and it's not like they're dumb. They
Yeah.
just don't know. Like
Yeah.
it's literally not their job to know. It
Mhm.
is actually literally my job to tell them.
Mhm.
And so even that one the day before, they wanted certain things at sunset and I was like, "Okay, like I know that you think that you want something that but the way the light hits you
Mhm.
because you want it okay, like I'm just going to like really try and explain this to you because we can do this. It just might not exactly be what you think it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to like raise certain things and settings, and you don't want to hear all of that. But like, I'm trying to,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just a constant. Like, I don't know how I functioned prior to educating clients effectively during wedding days, where I'm like, yeah, we can do all this, but I might have to be gone for your first dance because you wanna say hi to 300 people, and you
Mhm.
only hired me for 8 hours, and you went to receiving line, and you're only gonna, like, high five everybody, but that's not true. We all know that's not true,
Yeah.
and that's fine, it's your wedding, I want you to have fun, I want you to, like, exist, but, like, we have to figure this out
Mhm.
so that you don't feel rushed. It's not about the pictures, it's about your wedding,
Mhm. Well, and,
but
like
I also have a timeline of sorts,
yes, and
but
people can look up timelines online, but they, 1, never go according to
nuance, yeah.
plan,
Yeah,
and 2, it's not your day, so it's probably not gonna go
mhm,
on that schedule.
yeah. Yeah, and I'm like, this is where I'd put maybe like, let's do enter and do your first dance right when you enter, so it kind of breaks up those formalities in
Mhm.
the reception, so you don't feel like you're just like da 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 da, and then you eat, and then like 45 minutes into eating, like maybe we do speeches, and then give another like 10, 15 minutes, and then maybe do parent dances, and like just so it doesn't feel like never ending.
Mhm.
Like you're gonna be way exhausted in general by then, and yeah, I hope that like, I'm working on implementing it more and more and being a lot more vocal with clients about helping create their days that way,
Yeah.
not to take away from tradition, just, like, infuse them.
Yeah.
Like, that's always my biggest thing is, like, infuse you in your day, and
Yeah.
you'll see it in your pictures.
Mhm.
You'll feel it
Yeah.
all day, and
Well, and
yeah,
even, like, the schedule of things, it can change, like, you don't have to do it
likely will change.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
You don't have to do it in, like, "Oh, this is what people do," like,
Yep.
you can make it literally whatever you want.
Yeah. I told my husband, I was like, "You be there, I'll be there, nor a dress." And then our photographer is gonna be there. If nobody decides they wanna show up, that's a personal problem, and they're gonna
Mhm.
miss out, but I'm gonna get the biggest dance floor that I can rent, and I'm gonna have us some mojitos, and you're gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. That's, like, all I care about,
Yeah.
and I had a great day. I I had a not so great night.
Oh.
My husband had, like, a terrible night because I
Oh.
had one too many mojitos. People
Mm.
are like, "Here's another, another, another," and I was like, "Give me all of them." So, that wasn't great, but I had fun.
That's
I
all that
had a
matters.
good time. I had a real good time.
Yeah,
So, yeah, no problems for me.
that's all that matters. What do you believe vendors are afraid to say out loud about pricing? And we've already kinda talked a
Yeah,
little bit about it, but
I
if you
think
have
just
anything
transparent like, I think the education piece of it with
Mm,
clients, I think that I don't even know if they're scared, I think they don't know.
yeah.
Like we said, like, I don't think they know, they just do, and
Mm,
so, I and I also think there's this weird not weird, but this thing that photographers do because we've been told for ages that, like, we're just a photographer, oh, that hobby thing, blah, blah, blah.
mm,
But then we just make it a hobby thing. Like, but then we just charge for our hobby thing because, like we said, we're not actually like running an actual business and like treating it like a business. And so I think there like creates this sense of entitlement when it comes to pricing. It's like, well, I charge this
mm.
because this is what I charge. And like there's value in like I have to buy gear. Okay. I have Honeybook. Okay. They just raised their prices. Like I have to get SD cards. Do you know how many SD cards I have to get? Like there becomes this like you want to fight kind of response, whether it's that aggressive or not. But like but then I don't think that they're actually willing to be honest with themselves and do the work that it takes to I'm not gonna argue and haggle with someone about my prices.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, "This is what I charge." Like,
Mhm.
I don't with wedding anything over $1,000, I, do payments on,
Oh, yeah.
but, anything less, so a session, I don't, and people are like, "Do you take deposits?" I was like, "First of all, I don't say the word deposits, okay? We don't say deposits around here, we say retainers, and no, I don't. I don't." And they're like, "Oh." I'm like, "Okay, but here's the thing, pay yourself. Make payments to you, and when you're ready, then you book me." Like, and in the 5 years I've been doing that, 10 people have been like, "No,"
Mm.
or has something to say about it, but I'm like, "I'm not gonna we're not collaborating on how I run my business.
Mhm.
This is just how I run it."
Yeah.
And I'm also a person, so there's also room for me to, like, make adjustments or make changes because I want to, but
Mhm.
yeah, I don't say it mean because I don't want it to feel mean. I'm just like, "No, I don't do that." And then I have other photographers, one today, maybe it was yesterday, where they, like, canceled or something and didn't ever communicate with her, and they canceled their session, and, um, she only got paid half.
Mm.
And I think a lot of photographers are too scared to, like, get what they are entitled to get from that contract because they're like, "Oh, I don't want a bad review." I'm like, I got receipts. Judge Judy
Mm.
taught me very well, and I have it all in writing. Don't you worry. Like, I am not worried because I didn't do anything. I fulfilled my end of the contract. It's a contract. And if you aren't going to abide by a contract that you both signed, then why have it?
Yes.
You should not have a contract if you're not willing to. And I've had to have some really uncomfortable conversations, and I wanted to cry as I was having them. Like, I had a wedding client that also became a coaching client, and
Mm.
we had just talked about contracts. We had just, like, had this whole contract conversation, and, like, don't have one if you're not gonna listen to it, and it's like, "Hey, sucks to suck." Da, 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 and then they broke up, and I was like, "So, yeah, we still gotta pay that second payment of the 50%, but, um" and I didn't say it like that, but, like, inside, I was like, "I hate having to do this," but it literally says whether cancellation, postponement, um, like, breakup, whatever, like,
Yeah.
that's in my contract. If I don't want to follow that part of it, then I should get rid of it in my contract, and
Mhm.
so she totally was like, "No, I totally understand," and I ended up offering to do, like, a mini session of her and her son,
Mm.
and then, like, a family session within that year type thing, because I just felt like, I felt so, like, bummed for her, and I also didn't want her to spiral out and not continue coaching again. She already paid for that too.
Yeah.
It was a lot of money going out, but I was like, "I don't want this to deter you. I don't want this breakup,"
Mm.
and I know it's going to, but, like, you have a son, right? And so it's like, maybe it was perfect timing
Yeah.
to make sure you were in a position that we could help you where you were kind of like, this was secondary income.
Mm.
This is now gonna be hopefully eventually your primary income, so I don't want you to, like, falter because of this, and so I made that decision. It doesn't happen all the time, like, where those things happen, but yes, I'm gonna still stick to the contract. It's gonna be really uncomfortable sometimes, but I feel like a lot of photographers, a lot of creatives, a lot of it because it feels too personal,
Mhm.
and they were like, "I don't want them to be mad." I'm like,
It's just business.
"It's just business, and you can also be a good person, not a jerk, and it still just be business." I'm
Mhm.
not crying at Target because I missed the 30-day window of my return or whatever,
Yeah.
like, it's just business. Like, I'm sure that they're a nice person and want me to be able to return it, and maybe there's some loophole that that you can figure out. Maybe, but, like, I'm not mad at them.
Yeah.
You just have to hold strong to that, and I think, yeah, a lot of photographers are scared and unwilling
Yeah.
out of fear, like, "Everyone's gonna hate me, they're gonna write bad reviews, no one's gonna
Mhm.
book me, I'm done."
Yeah.
Like, "No, no, you're not. You're
Yeah.
fine. I'll be okay."
So kind of on the, like, um, personal choice kind of thing,
Mhm.
and you don't have to answer this, but why don't you take a retainer?
Um, I was super tired of chasing people down.
Mm.
Like, I I love HoneyBook because he just chases them down for
Oh
me.
my
Like, it
gosh.
says my name on it, but, like, I didn't send the text.
Literally this week.
So, you can do that.
Yes, that was me this week. Everybody got one all at the same time, and I wasn't even on HoneyBook, and I
Mhm.
don't know how it got triggered. And I was
Yeah.
like everybody's like, "What are you following up on?" I'm like,
Just wanna say hi.
"Hi.
"Hey,
How's
just
it going?"
automating. Hi." No, but, like, it's such a relief to not have to worry about it, but I already have to do it with weddings. Like,
Mm.
I'm not gonna
Oh, okay, so you take one with weddings, but you don't take it
Yes.
with family.
Yes.
Oh,
So
okay.
with weddings, I do. So anything over $1,000, I do.
Oh, okay, I'm
Yes. So, like, sessions, I don't. Um, and that's r or and, like, I do birth photography, and so
mm,
I'll usually do half at time of booking, half at 37 weeks. And, again, that's over $1,000. So,
mm,
um, yeah, I just don't.
yeah.
I just don't. And I was terrified. I remember my business, or she's not right now, but she was at that time. She's like, "All right, up your prices $100." It was 300 at the time, up to 400. Stop taking a retainer. And I was like, "So I actually hired you to help me. I actually hired you to make me more money."
Mhm.
She's like, "Just do what I say. Listen." And I was like, "Okay." And then that was in 2020, and not only have I had, again, maybe that might be even pushing it, 10 people ever say something about it, but I also doubled my income almost every single year since
Mm,
2020, minus 2023 because my life spiraled out. I still ended it pretty well, but I'm like, I'll that one doesn't count. We'll
yeah,
just pretend.
yes.
We'll pretend that I did really super well that year.
Yeah.
But it gave me more time to not have to chase people down.
Mhm.
Of course, on occasion, I still have to do that with weddings where I'm like, just pay the payment. Like, this is so uncomfortable for me. And,
Mhm.
like, I don't want to have to make this a thing, but you're making me make it a thing. And I don't want to. So just do it. Just pay the money. Just
Yes.
do it. And I'll do all of this. Just give me money. Like, I have so much more to do in this contract. I
Mhm.
just need you to pay me. Because no, I'm not gonna accept it day of. No, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
accept it the day before. I In 2016, 2017, when I was starting, I was living in Portland, driving Coeur d'Alene, 'cause, I knew everyone in Coeur d'Alene, and so I was charging, like, $75 for a session and not taking even a retainer, and then I was getting no-showed,
Yeah.
canceled. People were like, "Oh, I forgot the money." Like, "What do you mean?" "I need you to give me money." Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like this little girl. I'm like, like, I'm not scary, and I was just like, "I don't wanna do this." Like, I don't wanna do this,
Yeah.
and so I stopped doing it, and I just think people respond well to confidence, and that's, like, an action-based, like, confidence thing where
Mhm.
it's like, I understand, like, pay yourself, like, that's a great option.
Yeah.
I understand, just do what you would do with me, with yourself, and then you book me.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just there's an idea. So, yeah, that's why I don't, because I just don't.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna check really quick, just because,
You're like,
again,
"I have trauma."
I do. It's literally, like, so bad.
You're like, "It's off,
Oh,
all of it."
okay. Um, yeah, but no, I think that, like for me, I'm just really bad at saving money.
Really?
Yeah. So, like, if I go to book something, I'm like, "Give me all the payment options."
I need all of it. My thing is, like, everything that ever probably in life, not just, like, in business, that has scared me, like, debilitatingly terrified me, I finally, like, at some point overcame, and then I
Mm,
made it the majority, if not all of my personality. So, like, money and, like, finances and budgeting and all that stuff was, like, I just couldn't, and then I got, like, some mentorship. I don't even know what I was doing at 20 that I was like, "Yeah, teach me how to be an adult." Mhm. And I got out of debt when I was 22 up until 2023.
mhm,
Because life happened and needed to go back a little bit. But, um, so I, like, hyper fixate on it. So it's
mm,
like, it stresses me out and paralyzes me so much, and then once I learn it, I love it, and the basis of my education platform is everything I learned in that 6 weeks,
mm,
plus what I've, you know, added to it, had to refine, like, especially during 2023 and 2024, where I literally didn't have the capacity to do much of anything. And so, being, like, the person that I've always been where I'm like, "I do everything. I'm gonna fly at 5 AM to Boise, and then I'm gonna go to Pocatello, and then I'm gonna stay there, and then I'm gonna go back, and then" that times 100. Like, that has always been me, and I just couldn't and I can't do that anymore. And
mm,
so, I didn't massively change my pricing since 2022, like $75, I think, on my session pricing since 2022, and I worked almost every single day of my life in 2022. The dip in 2023, and then I made within a like, 500 to $1,000 of what I made in 22 last year, and I worked, like, 5.5 months of the year.
oh, wow.
Yeah, and I didn't raise my prices crazy. I just alignment
Mm,
and capacity, and so I added, like, in such very specific ways, those things to my education where it's like, it's just it's not just like, "Here's the boring numbers, and here's this, and get your LLC." It's like, "Yeah, we'll do that," but, like, things will be so much easier for you. Like, if you love what you do,
mhm,
like, I could listen to Panic at the Disco nonstop forever and be fine, but if I listen to, like, Machine Gun Kelly, like, 2 songs that I know, I might repeat them, like, maybe once, maybe twice, but then I'm not there anymore, like, I just
mm,
can't keep doing it, and for me, that's how alignment is, like, I know when I'm out of alignment with a session, I know when I'm out of alignment, and they lied to me. They lied to me, and they made me think that we were aligned, and we weren't. Like,
mm,
you desperately wanted us to be aligned, but you were so not wanting to, like, align with me, and you were it's not even that you were in your head, it's just, like, you actually didn't want what you thought you wanted.
yeah,
Like the style thing where it's, like, beautiful, but I don't wanna be that.
yeah,
I'll let them be it and, like, admire their work because it's beautiful. I just I can't. It's just not me, like, it doesn't feel right when I edit that way or I take a picture that way. It's just not who I am. So, yeah, that's
well, I think, like, that goes a little bit into education too, like, with clients, yes, you can edit that way, but
but I'm
it's
not going to.
yeah, yeah,
I'm not
basically.
going to, like, and if I edited, like, light and airy in my style, it would not be the same picture.
Mm-mm,
It makes a difference, like, the way I edit and the way I shoot is hyper emotional.
mhm,
So, when you take a lot of the emotion out of it,
yeah,
the depth, the contrast, and make it really bright and light, and you lose that.
yeah,
And it's not saying you can't be that, but, like, I love, like, the fine art, like luxury wedding photographers, like, beautiful, like, stunning, like, slicked hair.
Mhm.
We love it. Like, it just is not me.
And that's
It's just
okay.
not me, and I'm trying to make fetch happen. It hasn't quite happened yet, but I'm trying to coin the term emotional luxury. Like, I wanna be
Mm.
an emotional luxury wedding photographer
Yeah.
that taking that same, like just that such, like, intentionality
Mhm.
into the emotional aspect, and that's the luxurious part, is the emotions.
Yes.
And
I
because
like
it
it.
is so beautiful, like, it's so beautiful in, like, different way,
Yeah.
instead of, like, this very just, like, poised, perfect, editorial, gorgeous way. It's just
Well, and I
yeah,
think,
creating space for that.
like, the younger generations are wanting more, like, the
Mhm,
documentary candid, like but still luxury,
mhm,
but
mhm. And I think that I think educating people too on what terms mean.
yes.
I just think there's so many buzzwords, and so I feel so sometimes cringy, like, trying to explain myself as a photographer, and so I'll just use the shower reference, because
Mhm.
because nobody's talking about being in people's showers. I'm
Mm-mm.
gonna be in your shower, okay? And it's gonna be cute. And you're not gonna be in the shower. It's not weird. It's just like I'll be there. Hey, you just do you, okay? I'll be in the shower. And like even like really big photographers, like there's some really big photographers that are like documentary. But then you'll see like their behind the scenes and you'll see like their reels
Mm.
and it's still very curated.
Yes.
And I do understand there's a level of like intention maybe pre-curation. Like I'll send people inspo from Pinterest, like, this is the feel, this is the vibe. So you can like put your mindset into the vibe of what we're doing and where
Mm,
we're going. But this is you,
yeah.
right? And so it's so hard because it's gorgeous
Mhm.
and it's documentary and it's storytelling, but it still really isn't.
Yeah. It's very cute.
It's very, very hyper curated, just not slicked hair, right?
Mm.
It's
Mhm.
very curated still. And I
Yes.
have such a hard time like keeping that in my head because I'm like, it's not, they're not doing anything wrong. It's just not docu-
Yeah.
it's like not documenting. It's a different way of curating.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Like, just to be honest about it.
Yes.
And so that's why I'm like, I just want to get as much removed as I possibly can, especially on a wedding day, which is a lot harder because it's hard to untrain people
Mm.
from that mentality of structure.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, it's like a pet peeve of my like I have a hard time with styled shoots. So even at my workshop that I'm doing, I'm doing it a different way.
Mm.
And I actually went to Italy last October for a workshop and there was some content stuff and I was like, "Mm, I really don't I know I'm in Italy and I know that I should be really excited, but like I just don't really like style shoots. I don't like like it's just not me. So I don't know how to be me here. And there's these Italian like models, like this husband and wife. And she was just like,
Mm.
and I was like, okay. I let the other girls do their thing. And I was like, okay, so how about you like just go home from your modeling thing, right? You just chilling, just like no, just do your thing. But she was still just like, I was like,
Mm.
no. So how about don't do that? And then some like little Italian Nona was like peeking out a window and then they were laughing. I was like, oh, perfect. We got a moment there. And then my very favorite part of the whole experience, and probably like ever in my life, maybe. No, I was kidding. But they went to go change into a different outfit. And I was like, oh, this is my moment. So I was like, can I follow you? And can I keep going? And they're like, yeah. And they like changed in this like little staircase alleyway thing. And those are the pictures that I took. And
Mm.
so I'm like, this wasn't me telling them like, take your clothes off
Yeah.
and put them back on and I'll be here. I'm like, yes, I still made sure it was okay that I f- followed them. So they knew I was there, obviously, to a degree, but I'm like, that's me.
Yeah.
None of this was me. I don't care that you're an Italian model. Like, just want you. I don't know you. I
Mhm.
just want you to know you somehow in this moment that I don't know you.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, even when it comes to curated moments, and I think it was a big expanding experience for me because I'm like, I need to be able to, and I want to be able to go into any scenario and find me in it.
Mm.
And it's not always easy. The light's not always going to be what you want it to be. The clients aren't always going to be what you thought they would be. Like, will I make this work? How do I make this work? Can I still translate me into it?
Yeah.
Even though it's so beyond not me.
Yeah.
Answer was yes. The answer was, yeah. Mhm. It did feel like I was in the shower, but like outside. It was like an outside shower. It was probably the closest to like that scenario that actually resembled like showers. But yeah,
It works.
yeah, it's cool.
Um, what did you have to unlearn in order to become profitable?
Probably everything. Honestly, probably everything. Like overthinking, taking on, not knowing your pricing, just saying pricing for the sake of pricing, having scarcity in taking things on or not taking things on because you feel like you have to. If you don't, then everyone's gonna hate you. And like, I mildly hate an editing queue. Like it just,
Oh, like posting it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like to me, as a person who used to do it a lot, was like, I want people to know how busy I am so that they book me so they know how busy I'm. I'm not saying that you're not busy, right? But to me, it says when I see people's editing queue 90% of the time, I think you are burnt out.
Mm.
I think you will never stop working and you're so exhausted. And you're so exhausted, but you also want, and you're spiraling in your head and you want people to know that like you have a lot going on and like you do, but it's not cute.
Well, and then, like, as a client, I see that, I'm like, "I'm never gonna get my photos."
Yeah, yeah, I'm at the bottom of that list.
Yes.
And, like, again, like, I used to do it a lot because part of me, it was, like, an ego thing where I'm like, I want them to know how busy I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, my schedule is almost full. What does that even mean? Like, to me, it means something so different than it might mean to somebody else.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm so done taking new things on this year. And I've never been able to do that because I was either, like, burning myself out or, like, having babies at the end in winter and, like, feeling like I had to take some time off, so I had to, like, be huge pregnant and just, like, still going, and even with all my health stuff, like, I had to slow down a ton, but I still, like, had this thing, like, "I can't stop or they're gonna forget. I can't stop or they're gonna forget. I can't stop or they're gonna
Mm.
forget about me." And then when I really leaned into, yeah, like, the capacity and the alignment stuff, like, this has been the first full year of, I'd say, like, 95/5 in that department. Like, yes, I've taken things on that maybe I didn't necessarily need to, but it makes such a difference, and it's so hard to watch because it speaks very loudly for me, and it's not
Yeah.
100% of the time, 100% of the people. I think sometimes it's people being like, "I feel guilty, like, I haven't gotten these things out yet, and I just need people to know, like, they're not forgotten about." But I
Mm.
really also don't wanna have 16 conversations with all these people.
But I don't feel like that's professional
Agreed.
in a few ways, but
Agreed. And it's hard. I find myself, especially this last year, probably the last year and a half, the more I've grown my education platform, I've noticed like I need to be more like not quiet, but not personally like the content day thing.
mm.
It's like I hate them so much. They're the dumbest thing in the world. So stupid. And I'm like, for me,
Yeah.
that's not my style. Some people are love the more curated feel, love to be more editorial.
Yeah.
I don't, and I also think from a client perspective, like, not everyone is an Italian model.
Mhm.
Everyone takes their pants off. Maybe not in front of me, but, like, they do. And so, yeah, it's, like it's so hard, like, to replicate something that was done for you.
Yeah.
Perfectly done.
Mhm.
Perfect hair, perfect makeup, perfect styling, perfect flowers, perfect everything. And I love it for the vendor's sake. Like,
Mm,
I love being able to collaborate with vendors to do stuff like that. But that's why when it comes to ones that I do, because I understand if I could just do workshops primarily just for the education, like I would, but I do like the idea of creating a concept. Like
mhm.
for Bryce Canyon, I called it from dawn till dusk, and it's taking people throughout a wedding day,
Mm,
like pinks and purple pastels, like pretty, like which is what the sky would look like,
yeah,
around that time, and then, like, harsh sunlight against the rocks, midday, and, like, having to work and navigate through multiple different light scenarios
yeah,
throughout a day and all elements and all that, and then, like, blue hour, dark, purple, midnight blue, like, deep blues, again, the rocks reflecting that, and then it's gonna be at, the clear sky domes in Bryce Canyon, and there's, like, these cool massive domes in the middle of Bryce Canyon, and so I wanna do this, like, artsy, like, creative thing, but even within that, like, throwing 'em a wrench. Like,
mm,
obviously, I can't change the weather,
yeah,
but, like, messing with it a little bit so
mm,
that how are you gonna react when this is not perfect?
yeah,
And for, like, even the models, I'm like, "I don't want models." Like, I just want
yeah,
people that feel comfortable enough in front of a camera that they're not gonna, like,
mhm,
freeze, but they're not comfortable. You can tell when people are comfortable, and
mhm,
I want uncomfortable people to look comfortable.
yes,
That's the power that I can have where I'm creating an environment that you are now comfortable, and you can look at them and be like, "How? When?
mm.
Where was I? Where were you?
Yeah.
I heard a shower. Was that you?" It was me. I honestly, like, I blacked out. I don't even know how I got that, but, like, well, good we're both enjoying this now.
Yes.
But, like, that's the approach that I wanna take because I just I that's always the way I wanted to learn.
Yeah,
And there's so much education that's fine, but
mhm,
like you said, like, there's courses, there's this, there's that, and there's a lot of education. Doesn't mean it's always good
yeah, and I don't think
or
anything
personal.
yeah, and I don't think anything with the shoots are like what you're saying, like, they're all curated, they're all perfect, and then what?
Yeah.
Like
And everyone has the same picture
yes.
in just, like, a different flavor.
Mhm,
And that's so hard because 'cause I'm like, even when I look at some of the pictures that people posted from Italy, I'm like, "They're great." And yeah,
mhm,
I got some of those too. I was like, but, like, no one was running over there. I always say, like, I wanna be where the people aren't.
yes.
Like, anywhere you are, I wanna be somewhere else, not because I'm trying to be better than you, but clearly you all have the same idea.
Mm,
So what am I missing? Let
yeah.
me figure it out from somewhere else and creatively somewhere else. And on a wedding day, I know the couple generally, but
Hopefully.
like the majority of the people at that wedding, the guests, the parents, the families, whatever, like I don't know. And I, in a split second, have to create an environment where I know everyone and
Yeah.
everyone feels comfortable enough to let their guard down and breathe
Mhm.
and not ruin the day for the couple. And so it's just really difficult to do that in a curated environment.
Yeah.
You can learn certain things and grow skills, but content, like if you're going to like a skills workshop
Mhm.
versus like for content, it's just, I feel like somewhat misleading
Yeah.
because there can be people that have no idea what they're doing with the camera, but they have a nice camera and they're standing along and learning a concept and taking the same similar pictures. But can they duplicate it? So if that's what their feed looks like, and the people are booking them for that, like, it's just
Mm,
disappointing, and they're gonna feel meh when their client feels meh, and they're gonna feel like they're not good enough. It's like, "No, you are, just be you.
mhm.
Stop being what everyone else was also being next to you."
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
okay. There was actually a session once that my battery died.
Oh,
And I spent, like, 15 minutes at the end being like, "Oh, yeah, run towards me. Okay, yeah. Let's make out." The camera was dead completely for, yeah, like 15 minutes. I mean, I already got what I needed.
Yeah.
It was fine, like, I had a whole gallery for them, but I was like, it
My
was bad.
the one story that I have that, like, sticks out in my brain, was I was doing, like this is when I very first started, but I did a session, and I don't know what I did, but I was charging my batteries. Anyways, I was so excited, like, I just, like, left without the batteries. Get there.
Stop.
I didn't have the batteries, and I was like, "What do I
Well, I
do?"
have the camera.
Yeah, I know!
So,
Like, it's such a, like
I actually did that in Seattle once. I
ugh,
drove to Seattle. I was with a friend and I joked about it. I was like, "Oh my gosh, where's my camera?"
mhm.
And she's like, "Oh my gosh." And I was like, "It's right there." See, fooled you. But my battery is plugged in it in my apartment. I drove to Seattle, got there, and I was like, stopped at Best Buy, tried to find one. I thought it would be at least somewhat charged.
Yeah.
No. And this was in like 2017. So I was like brand new. This was like a $75 shoot that I drove to
That's
Seattle.
how much mine
Yes.
was.
Drove to Seattle, didn't charge for travel. It
Oh,
was so dumb. And
yeah.
I literally did it on my iPhone. And then I came back at some point with my camera. It was like for friends, like
Um,
these group of girls, like two sisters and like two of their friends. But I was mortified. I was
y
like,
yeah.
oh god. That actually happened at my last wedding of the year. Last month, not to that extent, but I did my sister-in-law's wedding on the 3rd, and,
Wait, your sister-in-law's wedding?
mhm,
Is that not your brother?
no, my husband's sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're like, "What? Your brother's" no. No. If my brother got married, that would be well, I don't know what that the plan is with that for him, but no. So, yeah, my husband's sister got married. Um, what do you call it, right? Sister-in-law?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it is.
sister-in-law.
It is. I don't
Um,
know what I was
no, that makes
thinking.
sense, though. I was like, "Where is she go" yeah, no, not my brother. No, my husband has many siblings too, so I'm, like, just so used to saying that. But so she got married on October 3rd, and I had my battery plugged in, and I had another so I had 3 chargers. One, my, almost 2-year-old,
Mm.
um, got out of her bed. We walked into our room, and she was, like, face down on the floor, like, by the door, like, holding a memory card reader in one hand, looked like a drunk photographer baby, and I'm like, "What?" Like, and so
Yeah.
she had climbed out, rummaged th and I never just plug my camera battery in, like, in the wall, like, in the openness of like, I'll put it up.
Yeah.
She threw it in the bathtub. Yeah, she threw it in the bathtub. The battery and the charger. And I had a wedding, like, 2 days later or, like, the next day, probably the next day, it's why it was, like, actively charging. And I, like, ordered a dupe thing on Best Buy,
Mm.
um, that I've used before and ordered a Canon battery off of Canon, like, that night, like, rush shipping. I just need at least the one. So, then I had 2 chargers, and my mother-in-law put it somewhere that I still don't. So I had 1. I had 1 battery charger and just, like, was switching things out and all this stuff
Yeah.
and left the battery and the charger at her wedding. And my other sister-in-law was like, "Hey, you left your thing." And I was like, "Oh, I can come get it." It was like 7 o'clock because it was October. It's dark already.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like, I can come back and get it." And she's like, "No, it's okay." Like, her brother, one of my brother-in-laws, is gonna be close to your house tomorrow, so he'll drop it off early, like 7 AM, 8 AM. I was like, "Okay, like, I can come get it." And she's like, "No, don't worry about it." Yeah, he stayed out after the wedding and was downtown. Or no, he was at his girlfriend's house. The car was downtown where they left it, and the battery was in the car. So my husband's going to get the battery from him because he's not answering his phone, and he's like, "Oh, he's at his girlfriend's." Okay, so he's going to the girlfriend's, and then he's like, "No, his the car that it's in is downtown, and now I have to leave for this wedding that's an hour away." So I'm spiraling, hoping that the batteries that I have charged, because I would have had all of them charged. It
Things
was
just
so chaotic. So, like, halfway along on the drive, my husband was able to leave, go get it from a studio in town. She had 2 batteries and chargers. He grabbed them from her. She was gonna be my second shooter, but she was super sick.
oh.
So she would have had batteries anyway. Super sick. So he went to pick those up from her house for me, drove them like an hour and 20 minutes to this wedding venue, high-fived it up, and left. I brought the bathtub charger, and it was, like, barely functioning, but kind of working, but barely.
Mhm.
It was so ca that was last month. But it all worked out. It was fine. But I was like, it was 10-hour wedding too. Yeah, and I had no second shooter because she was sick last minute,
Oh.
and it was actually so chaotic, but it ended up being a really great wedding once I got the charger. But that one bar there was one bar. Yeah, there was 1 bar on one, 2 on another. The one bar 1 I plugged in used the 2 bar, and so when I went to go switch them and realized it was,
That worked.
like, barely 1 bar on the one that had been in the charger for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Not okay. I was like, "I just need you to bring it before the first look. I just need you to bring it. Thank goodness it's a 10-hour wedding because at least I have time before, like,
Mm.
things are gonna get real weird."
Mm.
So, yeah, it worked out. But don't be like that. Don't just go get it. Just go get it.
Yes.
Don't trust other people are
Yeah.
gonna do it. Like, just do it and don't let your kids throw them in the bathtub. And just
Some
like, everything
things
went wrong.
yes.
Like, everything that could have went wrong did go wrong.
I feel like some days, like, it starts out like that, and, like, I try to have, like and it doesn't happen often, but, like, I try to have, like, a good mindset, and I'm just like, "You know what?" Like, just one thing, and then, like, another thing happens, and you're like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And then, like, the third thing happens, you're like, "It's
Enough.
just gonna be today."
Yeah.
Like, cancel all your
Yeah.
plans, like
I mean, even getting here, I was like, couldn't get a hold of my last girl, which is fine. But we also have a trade, so I'm like, I'm your last priority. It's like, don't worry about me. But yeah, that didn't happen. And they were like, they looked like this. Like, and this is pretty. They don't look pretty. They just were like halfway. So I just like kind of
Yeah.
got took them off. But my lashes did not grow back like like they used to be like, and so I've tried putting a bunch of mascara and nothing.
Mm.
And so then I'm like, "Oh my gosh," like, then the lash thing, and then the Walmart, and then when I need to eat, and someone was like, "Eat your protein." I was like, "Oh, it's not any protein, but I'm gonna go Taco Bell, there's protein." And then, yeah, the lobby was closed, and I was like, "I have to be here by 1:30." And then, yeah,
I'm just
everything worked
so
out.
glad that
Listen,
you texted me.
everything worked out because I was just like, my face is awful right now. This is not even like oh, it's just like not my day. Like, there was a whole lot going on. And like under this, like I bought this hat at Walmart
I love it.
because I was like, I don't want to wear a beanie,
Mm.
but my hair it grew back very curly, like
Oh.
very curly and very poofy and very thick.
Mm.
I have thinned it out. I was here 2 months ago for a wedding. Well, Fish Haven. Do you know where that is? Yeah, no, nobody really does. It's like literally on the border of Idaho and Utah.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
like a bleep. It's like a
Oh.
beep.
Mm.
And it's like these really pretty Airbnbs though. And so my friend Pocatello, I was like, "Ugh, my hair's so thick and so big, and I feel so ugly. I feel so ugly." And I just got microneedling, and it looked like I did things I probably can't say. Yeah, like, it looked like I just picked up a habit and was just, like, scratching my face because it was so like, she pushed really hard on my scarring, and so I just was, like, scabs all over my it was so bad. And so I was like, "My hair sucks, my face, it looks so like I have a wedding. This is so my birthday's on Monday," like, and I look like I can't function, and she's like, "What do we go to my hair person, and they just help thin your hair out, so you just feel a little better." So my hair was down to my shoulder blades 2 months ago.
Mm.
Mind you, I've been growing my hair out since December of 23 from this
Oh.
big bald that somehow, somehow she decided to cut it to here
I think it was
and gave me
cute.
bangs
Oh.
and gave me bangs. So I cried. So my hair should have been able to be up in like a top knot, which is like all I wanted in life for 2 years was just like put it up.
Yeah.
So now it's just like really short and still thick.
Oh.
And
What?
it's just so much. And so
How
I was like, I need a hat. I need a hat and I need a
yeah.
hair tie maybe. Or I need like a clip. I don't know. That's not doing it because then if I clip it, then the top's still like poof. So
So, like,
I hope
how
this
like,
looks right.
it looks cute, but, like, how did that, like
I she literally asked me
oh.
too. She's like, "Do we want cut length?" I was like, "No, I
Oh,
do not." And I like told her specifically why not.
yeah.
So then I walk out of there looking like Rachel from Friends, except for I don't know how to pull off Rachel from Friends because I know like the 90s and the bob, like I that's not me. I don't know how to function and like I don't know how to style my hair. And
Mm.
so I didn't want that. And I don't know how to upkeep that. And I
Yeah.
didn't want bangs. I never wanted bangs. No one said bangs ever. Like I haven't had bangs since 2008. So
So are
like
the
they were swoop bangs.
Oh,
Yeah. We went full swoop bangs,
yeah.
90s. So this is grow out from 2 months. So
Oh, so it was even
maybe like
shorter.
right yes, it was shorter than this. Yeah.
I mean, like, don't get me wrong, it looks cute. Like,
But
that's
like even in the back, like here we got this, here we got like a little of this. And yeah, so it's been beanie season, which is fine. I actually brought a wig because I was like, I still had some, but then felt silly in what I
mm.
was wearing, even with the hat. So I'm like, oh, just take it. Oh no. So I was just in my car being like, "So look right. So look right. Put earrings
I
on.
think
Maybe
it
I
looks
wanna
so
put on
cute.
these lashes. I don't even know I put this one is a little sketch,
Oh,
but they can't see it.
no.
I'm facing this way, they can't tell. But no, this is a huge step up from what was going on in that car. So
I think you look
no,
amazing.
days just be like, I'm like, of course when I'm beyond camera. Of course, when I'm like, no, I want to be in person, be on a camera instead of just like be in my house, like having the control. I was like, let me get on an airplane
Yes.
and then get ready in the car and do this and eat a burrito.
That's how it goes.
It was a lot,
That's how it
but we're
goes.
here.
Oh. We're almost done, so I just have a couple more
Yeah.
questions. What's a hill you will die on about weddings? And I know we kind of talked about this, but I don't know if you have anything else.
Um, I think all in all, making it your day instead of
Mm,
a day,
yeah,
and like inspiration is great, but it's literally other people's lives.
yeah.
It's literally not yours,
Mhm,
and so having a feel of what you want
mhm.
versus expecting,
Yeah,
like, the more that you choose you and each other on that day versus it being pretty for the sake of being pretty, it's still gonna be pretty.
yeah.
I just think that when you infuse yourself, like, into your details, into your schedule, into everything, that when you do look at your pictures, I call it emotional deja vu, where it's
Mm,
like you are literally transported back to those moments as they happened
yeah.
and in different ways that like you just have wedding amnesia and it's like cool you can see pretty pictures but like you maybe you don't but I think you do you do you want to feel
Mhm.
that day.
Well, and going off of that a little bit, like, the inspo picture specifically, you can have an idea for your inspo picture, like, but I like the feel better because then once you get it back and it doesn't look exactly
Mhm.
like it, you're gonna be disappointed,
Yeah.
and that's not you, so it's not ever gonna look exactly
Yeah.
like it. So I think
And
that
there's so many factors that went into probably taking that picture,
yeah.
and some maybe it was an actual candid, actual documentary moment
Mhm.
that it's like,
You can't
you
recreate
can't
it.
but if I say, like, I'll tell guys, I'm like, "This sounds so creepy," but, like, however comfortable you are in the getting ready process, like, I'm comfortable. Like, I have a picture of a couple pictures, like, one groom was, like, shaving in the mirror,
Mm,
and he had a towel on, and it just sounds creepy no matter how I say it, what ways I say it, or, like, another groom, it was, like, there was everyone there, but he, like, went and took a shower in the thing, and then he came out to, like, go do his hair, and is very, like, vibey, like, hippie
mhm.
guy, kinda, and he's just in a green towel, very shower coated, we love a shower in this scenario, but I'm like, I don't really want, nor do you want, like, a thing or,
Mm,
like, a
mhm,
like, so as comfortable as you are with me just, like, being there
mhm.
in the not creepy way,
Yeah.
little creepy, but it's okay, it's for the for the men's, that, like, it gives that perspective of, like, this is what was happening. I didn't tell him to take his clothes
Yeah,
off and
yeah.
put a towel on, like, we realized, like, there wasn't curation here because
Mhm.
and I say it all the time, maybe that's the hill, is I do not want my work, people's wedding photos to feel real.
Mm,
I want them to be real.
yeah.
And the closer they can to be real, and that requires them to be willing and open and like lowering their not expectation, just lowering their um I don't know, just lowering something. Just like not trying to curate their
Mm,
day. Let the day happen.
yeah.
Trust me.
Almost like lowering
Trust your
your
photographer.
expectations.
Yeah, like lower the expectations you think that you have
Yeah.
because they're not wrong, but I will exceed them in ways that you don't know.
Mhm.
I don't even know. I'm
Yeah.
not going in with a shot list because I don't know what's going to happen that day.
Mhm.
There's so many things that can happen. And I'm going to be looking at the shadows and I'm going to be looking at how the light hits you and I'm looking at the harsh light and I'm going to
Mm.
be noticing the sunset. I'm going to be noticing your aunt picking her nose. Like
Mhm.
I'm going to feel what's around me and take pictures of it. So the more you tell me what to do, the less you're getting what you paid for
Yeah.
from me.
Yeah.
Like you paid for what I produce and what I produce is you.
Mhm.
But you just gotta be you
Yeah.
and stop trying to be them. We don't
Mhm.
know them. We
Yes.
never met them.
Exactly.
So,
'Kay.
yeah.
Next one is lightning round.
Okay.
So this or that, no
I told
explanation.
you this was gonna be just one word. Okay. Yes, no. Okay.
Okay, ceremony or reception?
Reception.
First look or no first look?
First look.
Indoor or outdoor?
Outdoor.
Buffet or plated?
Buffet.
Band or DJ?
DJ.
Champagne tower or sparkler exit?
Oh, sorry. Champagne tower. I can't. There was too many words.
Um, biggest wedding day ick in one word or one sentence?
Sparkler. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's just so overrated.
Yeah,
It's so overrated. You might be drunk. They might be drunk. Fire and drunk people isn't
yeah,
great. Most people will be gone. You will
mm,
wanna keep partying. You'll keep me there
yeah,
for an unnecessary amount of time for something that just do the recessional exit. Like,
mhm,
when you come down, have people throw things at your face. Same vibe,
yeah,
prettier, better light.
yeah,
I
mhm,
also just feel like there's such more beautiful opportunities to do that, like, when you have to come back down the aisle anyway,
yeah,
have people throw things at you.
yeah,
Light some fire, I guess. Like,
mhm,
don't do bubbles. It never works out.
mm,
And then it's yeah, I have a hard time with sparkler exits.
yeah.
Just not my thing.
Okay, what is something that couples should splurge on first?
Like, as far as vendors,
Yeah, or just wedding in general, which would probably be vendors.
I just think that it doesn't make us more important. I just think everything else that you also value will be heightened in
Yes.
ways that you will love longer and more deeply.
Yes.
And it makes a huge
Yeah.
difference.
Yes. What should they cut without hesitation? Sparkler ice.
You don't need it.
Bubbles.
I mean, I don't think a lot of people do gifts anymore, or not
Mm,
gifts for the you can
yeah.
get gifts for the couple. We didn't get a ton, but,
Like the favors.
the favor is like,
Yeah.
I just don't think people
They don't.
care, and
Mhm.
I think it's a like, an expense that you can put towards your photographer, and, yeah, I just think it's kinda I'm sure there's other things, but probably that for sure.
Yeah. What's one sentence of real advice every couple needs to hear?
Make it about you. It quite literally is just about you,
Mhm.
and anything, anyone, including me, kind of, is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like, it just actually is so irrelevant because if at the end of the day, you're not connected, and, like, I think that would be huge, like, to say, stay connected,
Mhm.
find each other throughout the day,
Yeah.
somewhere, somehow, make contact, like, if you lose each other, like, every half hour minimally, like, find
Mhm.
each other, and, like, you don't wanna spend your wedding apart, like, this is
Yeah.
your day. Be together and let other people be around you, and yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
infuse yourself and connect.
I love that.
Yeah. So,
Well, thank you so much for being on the
yeah.
podcast. Do you have anything upcoming exciting that you wanna share?
Yes, I am, my brain just turned off.
Bryce
Just
Canyon?
malfunctioned, I just rebooted. I have a workshop, a photography and education workshop in Bryce Canyon.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah, it's gonna be super pretty. Uh, April 17th to the 20th, and it's gonna be so great. I don't know exactly when this is gonna air, but
Mm,
I currently have Black Friday specials.
okay.
Probably won't.
Probably not.
Yeah, but it's still gonna be great. It's food, lodging is all covered.
Oh, nice.
There's some education only options for people that can't be there for this one. So like Zoom in,
Oh,
and then they can it expires after like 2 weeks, but they get that information still. Or there's off-site options too, if on-site spots get taken. And
mm,
then yeah, just intimate, personal. There is a skeleton of education, but I am also going to be taking questionnaires from people so that it's also more personalized in education and in content, because it should be about who is there, not just
mm,
about like, I want to do an event to do an event.
yeah.
So I'm really excited, and everyone should come. Well, only 7 people really should come because that's all that can fit in there except for me.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
there's
so
Zoom.
there's Zoom
Yeah.
unlimited
Yeah.
is wild. So yeah,
Yeah. Where can they find you?
Hanomaly Photo on Instagram, hanomalyphoto.com, and education.hanomalyphoto.com.
I
And I technically have a TikTok, but I
love that.
don't know what to do with it. I technically have one. So I have like 2 videos. If anyone wants to follow me, you should. I'm basically famous on TikTok. I have actually people keep following me and I don't know why.
Oh,
I'm like, okay, I should probably post on this, but
I've noticed that with my Idaho Bride account. I haven't posted anything lately, but like the past couple days, I've been just like getting followers. So I think that your
I mean, to
videos.
be fair, there's a lot of people tagging I know Brian and
That's-
things. You're like, I have no idea. I cannot fathom
I'm,
where all of the influx of new people are coming from. It's so weird. It's like a Tuesday, and like I don't know what's happening. Nothing's happening.